Hello and welcome. This is Karen Finger, and in this video, I'm going to talk about awakening and my spiritual journey. I've been on this path for more than a decade, and now my spirit guides are urging me to share what I have learned and experienced. So, what do I mean when I say awakening? For me, awakening meant a shift in worldview, and along with that, a shift in how I experience my life. The insights I had were first about consciousness. Before awakening, I thought consciousness comes from the neurons in the brain, but then I had several experiences that shattered that worldview, and now I know that consciousness is what we are. The other aha moments I had were about inner peace and about guidance. I found that going into inner peace, even though the circumstances outside may be very difficult, can cause miracles. It can shift things in the outside, even though I don't do anything other than being in inner peace. And the last insight was about guidance. There's guidance from the spirit world, and it comes not only in from the inside in an inner voice or in dreams or as songs in the mind. It also shows up on the outside in signs or in patterns that repeat themselves. So these were the three major aha moments. Consciousness is what we are, inner peace is beneficial, and there's guidance. Now, how did I arrive there? My journey was an inward journey until I came to see myself as awareness, and then it was going outward again. That meant integration into everyday life and also sharing. But in order to illustrate this with diagrams, I've chosen to use the metaphor of a mountain hike. And in that analogy, my path went first slowly winding uphill to the mountaintop and then downhill again. So the uphill path was like this, slowly winding uphill, and each turning point was a time where my life became difficult. There was chronic illness, and then there was a phase of overwhelm, and afterwards there was disappointment and anger. And each time when it became difficult, I had to find new ways to cope with it. And each new approach when I tried a new approach that worked, that also opened up a new worldview for me. It showed me more about who I am and how life works. Then I discovered the meditation method, awareness, watching awareness, which is basically turning the focus of awareness back on that which is watching. And I found deep peace and joy there when I did that, so I practiced that. And I think of that as a key milestone on my path, and that's why I place it on the mountaintop. So afterwards, my journey started going downhill again, and the downhill part had two parts. Part one was about integration, that meant lessons and tests, but also more synchronicities, manifestations, divine help, miracles. And the second part was about guidance I got that I should share this stuff. And I think of that as going downhill in a river with little procrastination loops at the riverside. So every time I resisted the guidance because of fear, I went outside, stayed at the riverside, ran in circles. But then also life became difficult. Either things broke down in the house or I got sick. So these were like nudges that I really had to follow the guidance and go back into the river and do what I have been told to do. So that was my path up to now. Uphill, slowly winding uphill at first with many turning points, then looking back at awareness on the mountaintop, and then downhill again, which meant integration and also sharing. If you're interested to hear more details, you can go to my blog. I've published a series of blog posts about my journey, and I've put them together in a book-like fashion where you can easily page forward and backward. And I put the link below in the description of this video. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on my blog.